In this issue, Fashion Classics takes a look at the funnier side of fashion from the fall of 1994. In the fashion news, fashion moments that'll make you chuckle. Learn how to play the kissing game. And meet the cut-ups of the design world, the 94 style makers. The funny ladies of the catwalk display their finesse. We'll show you how to grin and bear it. Plus, it's a laugh a minute with Britain's new renaissance. This last laugh's for you, so don't miss the punchline. The fashion shows can be a veritable three-ring circus. Its ringleaders, sideshows, and highly wired pre-show acts are often more entertaining than the actual clothes. In the fall of 1994, designers lifted the somber veil of past seasons and had a roaring good time. If you've ever looked at fashion and asked yourself, who would ever wear that? You weren't alone. Come enter the Fashion Funhouse for fall 1994. It was truly a laugh a minute as fashion from around the world goes for the giggles. To tickle your fancy, the feathers were flying in fall 1994. Fashion became a virtual aviary, and though a touch of feathers might be glamorous, most women remained a bit puzzled in 1994. Fun fur meant serious business that season too. Responding to the anti-fur campaign of the time, fake furs became the PC thing to wear. To get that warm and cozy feeling for winter, designers offered the warm fuzzies, from furry mohair to Angora. Even menswear looks had laugh lines. The pun was on pinstripes, which showed up on suits, jackets, pants, and hosiery in 1994. But there's no pun intended with the shapes of fall 1994. The derriere, the butt of many a joke, was back in focus, while the A-line was the new silhouette, especially micro short. Here's a fashion flashback. Shoulders made a reappearance from the 80s that cast a surprising shadow across the fashion horizon. But happily, they didn't make it and remained a short-lived trend. But don't cry. Color returned to fashion for fall 1994, a lift for the spirits. Designers seem to turn on the brights. High voltage color was everywhere in 1994. Did you turn on the power that season? Designers said can do to the sheen of metallics for a jolly glow. New advances in technology made metal fluid on the body as designers experimented with liquid shine. In the fall of 1994, a sense of humor returned to dressing with a stylish grin. When fashion goes for the laughs, accessories had to keep up. For a little fun, designers added wit to the 1994 season. Once upon a time, kissing was a romantic gesture, but in today's fashion world, new rules and regulations have been added to the kissing game.
In Europe, you're also going to kiss both cheeks. It's very European. And I think the little more elegant, chic fashion people will do both cheeks. And the regular New York person's going to kiss you once on the cheek. And there's always like a little hello, for the people that you sort of, kind of. And then when you're friends with an editor, you sort of go a little kissy. You never touch, you only on about a quarter minute from the cheek. We don't want to mess up our lips. And the people that you really love and adore that you haven't seen, you sort of give a gentle, but not too intimate hug. It's become now a New York kind of thing. It's very fashion sensibility is what I kind of call it.
In 1994, they said the hemline debate was over. Who were they kidding?
The length of the skirt is maybe longer of last season. Last season is very, very short. I think is, just above the knees, you say?
We played around the knee, which we like. I think it's the newest.
Hemlines that are right around the knee, on top of the knee, below the knee, are really interesting now.
Many hailed the mid-knee length as the most natural and flattering. The great Coco Chanel hated exposing the knees, claiming they looked like bowling balls. But for fall 1994, we heard this newly revived length garner a few yucks. Women in 1994 didn't know whether to shorten their skirts or pull them down. Was the hemline issue truly dead? They didn't stop skirting the topic in 1994, and today, anything goes.
Oops.
And what's this? Is it summer or is it winter? Were we to take designers seriously as models bared all in the fall of 1994?
Ooh.
This is winter, so in winter it cannot be that bare, huh?
The idea was that, you wear a thin little wispy something, but then it's freezing, so you just need this wrappy thing.
We wanted to add this concept of summer and winter, so with light dresses, sometimes with the atmosphere of summer, so we didn't put stockings, so to give this more free concept.
Designers expected us to grin and bear it for winter as temperatures dropped and the trend said skimpy and bare. Well, in 1994, we grinned and bared it. Did you? In the world of style making, fashion designers have always been cut-ups. But in 1994, that was truer than ever as they left behind stodginess and sobriety.
I think that the people who want to cut a fashion figure, to be avant-garde about fashion, have to react against this terrible jogging and all these casual things if they want to look special, if they want to cause a riot.
Causing a riot was what the 1994 season was all about.
It's about having fun, enjoying your clothes, that they're your friends. Because if you're friendly with your clothes, then you can enjoy them and play with them.
And designers had loads of fun that year with their new play clothes. Imaginations ran wild. There were no rules on the 94 fashion playground.
Fantasy, simplicity, all mixed together, everything.
Just expressing your own inspiration, your own creativity. I think that each guy or each girl, each morning is a kind of designer in facing your closet.
In the 94 season, designers flung open closets with wild abandon.
So really just like when you go in your closet and you have your favorite outfits, pinstripe shirts, cowboy shirts, and we just kind of plopped it all together.
And apparently, Todd's never met a print he didn't like.
It's very, very, very important for me to be able to put my clothes in the washing machine, be comfortable in what I wear, and be able to run for a plane.
Running a little late, designers said why not a little bustier and lace? Ouch! Talk about second skins. Recycled fabrics didn't leave much to the imagination.
Funkin' fashion, like Zuli Bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really enjoy what I do. I mean, I love getting out of bed every morning and working. So, I mean, for me, work is fun, and I think that's just reflected in the clothes.
Too bad we don't all work for Byron. Could you have worn this in your office?
My inspiration for Fall 95 was to somehow refine these very rough things that come from cold weather climates. I mean, you know, like fake furs, and somehow allow a woman to express her fantasies about being a woman. So to make it okay to wear like high heel shoes or a little tutu or, you know, fabulous pink or a big fur coat, you know, make it all okay.
But seriously, folks, there was a message here.
The mood of the collection is fun and a return to glamour, and it's about femininity, charm, and a woman being a woman.
I've missed color, and although I wear black, it's still I've always loved really intense colors, and it just felt so right this season, and I kind of went crazy with it.
We want a bit of sex and a bit of like fun and a bit of glamour as well. Like we want people to look good, not like in sleeping bags with a zip. You know, it's not fun.
I just play that I'm any girl with lots of things to do and places to go. When you feel a certain way, I think, oh, I feel shitty. I better put something bright and colorful and happy.
Happy? Maybe giddy, maybe downright ridiculous. But remember, as Shakespeare sort of said, the show's the thing.
You know, the runway show is a runway show, huh? Because it's still the best way to show the clothes. Huh? There is still nothing better in the world than a good runway show with a great girl. Huh?
And the show did go on. Every season, there are bound to be mishaps on the runway. Here's a look at the ladies who kept us smiling that fall of 1994.
That's one reason I was so afraid as well doing shows, because I'm basically like a shy person, and to go out there you have to have a lot of, you have to be really strong and, and don't care about all those people. But I managed.
I just want to have fun. You gotta take it day by day and have fun at it. If you don't laugh, you're going to end up crying.
One time, actually one of my first shows, I fell off the stairs and I was laying flat on my butt on the stage, and everybody started clapping, and I got up, and I went like this, and everybody was clapping, and afterwards the designer asked me if I could do it again.
Runway is more spontaneous than print, I suppose, because it's live, the audience is there, and anything can happen. Your shoe can fall off, your top can fall down.
Oops. Hair and makeup certainly wasn't immune to the foolish fever that year. Face it, fun was back in 1994.
I'm going to answer this one as well. We've been.
It normally does. Meet the new Renaissance, the design team that turned England on its rear with their wild and witty clothing and accessories in 1994.
We view fashion, I suppose, a little bit differently from what most people think of as fashion. Our collection's all about women as a whole. I think beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It can be anything. And our collection is trying to embody the idea of women being beautiful. And we've specifically chosen and cast all our models to be very different and to try and show that beauty can manifest itself in a lot of different ways.
All of us have spent quite a long time at art college. I mean, personally, I've got a lot of sketchbooks with lots of drawings, and my work's quite symbolic and mythological. I use lots of winged seahorses and animals and hearts and stars and things like that. We all draw inspiration from different areas, but have a common aim.
We like to make very highly crafted pieces, like the pieces that I'm wearing and Harvey's wearing here. So there's a lot of surface decoration on a lot of pieces. But we also like to make things out of unusual and unexpected materials. So not the things that you'd normally expect to have clothes made out of, but that lend themselves, give them some kind of humour or grand scale elegance or whatever on a catwalk. It's a kind of just a way of creating a lot of drama, really.
There's always the element of surprise in her work.
Style may have been funny that fall of 1994, but seriously, you don't have to be a fool for fashion. If you feel that head-to-toe brights are comical, try just a touch of color grounded with black. If you think a fuzzy sweater will make you look like Big Bird, try a flatter knit chenille. And if you still want to wear thigh-high hosiery with short skirt looks, try some great patterned hosiery. And if you think metallics will make you look like a sterling jumbo jet, opt for the shine of vinyl instead. Fashion classics from the fall of 1994. Seriously funny business on the laugh track.